Ho, ho, and ho. Happy holidays, boys and girls who are just tuning in to listen to Creator Stories. This has been a very long year full of fun and excitement, full of trial and error, and full of ups and downs, but Team Cinnamon and I could not have been where we are, and we could have not done what we did if it wasn't for all you crazy kids listening on the other side of this audio recording. That said, I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a great Kwanzaa, a festive winter solstice, a Las Posadas to remember, a beautiful Diwali, a fruitful Chinese New Year, and an amazing any other holiday that you and your loved ones will be celebrating this winter. My guest today is one of my favorite content creators on Cinnamon. His channel will take you on a wild journey beyond your imagination. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, get on Cinnamon and type in Beyond Mythos, because my guest today is Peter Ma. Peter, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Peter. It is an honor to be here having an interview with you.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's a big honor for me to have you on the show as well. I love your channel from day one, dude. So right now we'd like to start a show with a bit of an icebreaker. And my icebreaker for you today, since you are the person to go to for myths, Peter, what is your favorite myth right now? Tell us a little about it, please.
Ooh, wow. Right now I'm big time in the alien stuff, because it's so, you don't know if it's real or not, but I think it's real because this universe is way too small and there's too much out there. So I like to wonder, and maybe one day we will find out. Maybe one day we will see if something will happen, because 2020 it's been a very odd year, right? It's very tough. And to cap it off, this might be it.
Might be. That's true. So, I agree with you. I don't think, if you think about the principle of chance, there's no way that we're alone. But do you think we ever encounter life, like alien life forms? Would you think they'll be friends or foes? What's your take on it?
I think there'd be friends. And let's assume that it's so huge that there's different types of species. And I'm sure that there's going to be some that are good and some that are bad. But good always wins anyway.
Yeah, that's a very positive outlook on it. You see, most people that I know, they're absolutely terrified of any possibility of an alien life form. So I'm really glad to hear someone with a rather positive and optimistic outlook on it. With that said, I would like to, ask you a bit more about you, and I would like you to give our listeners a bit of an intro about yourself. So, where do you come from? What did you do before you became a content creator? Can you give us a little bit of a backstory about yourself?
I just one time I got a game on the PS3. It was called The Fight, and I said, "Hey, I'm just gonna make a video," and we made a video. We posted it up, and that's how it just kept on going. I was a personal trainer, so I was really into health and fitness, and that's what I loved the most. And we created workout videos. It wasn't good though. The quality was terrible. The sound was bad. But it's a journey that, okay, you didn't know how to do this, you didn't know how to do that, but you kept on continuing, and I just wanted to get better and better. So I just wanted to dive deeper and deeper. At a certain point, you hit like a wall and you're like, I don't know what else to do. But I came up with this channel because my friend one time came over and he goes, "Hey, you ever heard of a psychic named Edgar Casey?" And I was like, nope. He goes, "Yeah, this guy is really fascinating because he can predict the future. He sees the past. So he sees everything." And I was really blown away by it. And it was very intriguing. And I started to keep digging deeper into him. And once I did, it opened up a world of mystery.
Oh, as far as I'm aware, that is your oldest video currently on Cinnamon, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I think I remember, because I remember tweeting it. Actually, because I was really fascinated by the concept that your channel was bringing. That said, that isn't the first video you posted on Cinnamon. Is that true? It started a bit differently. Did you remember that correctly?
Yes, I got married, and then we just wanted to just make some videos because actually how I started from Cinnamon was my brother told me about Cinnamon, and he goes, "There's a new platform that rewards content creators without going through all the hoops and just it's just that terrible ride that you have to go through if you're doing it into a different platform." So I was like, wow, that's quite interesting, but I wasn't completely sure on what I wanted to do, but I just wanted to do something first to see how things will come along.
So you basically just went for it. I really respect that. I would then like to ask. I always ask my guests about their first videos. What about your first video? Was it the one that you've posted on Cinema, or did you maybe have a fitness video? Since you've mentioned you did fitness before, somewhere else. Like, can we find it somewhere?
Yeah, it was a fitness video. I posted up on YouTube. It was for a video game called The Fight. It's where you had the controllers and you're actually doing movements. You're actually throwing punches and it's like, okay, I just wanted to try it out. Just put up a video. I mean, you never know what would happen because I always had that enjoyment or that liking of doing a video, but when you're timid, you're scared, you just keep on pushing yourself and saying no, pushing yourself back, saying no, I don't want to do it. But until something really can get you going, you do it, and you're like, oh, okay, you get over that hump, and that was it. It just felt much more comfortable afterwards. I mean, I'm still afraid. I still have fear, but you get more and more comfortable.
Well, from a content consumer to a content creator perspective, I have to say you're doing an amazing job. The production value is one of the highest ranking ones in Cinnamon. I mean, it's absolutely A class. So you really have nothing to be worried about. I even actually watched your fitness videos because I watched the chest press videos because I go to the gym. I want to make sure that I'm doing everything right. And I noticed that you were pointing out mistakes that people in the gym do. So I thought, oh my God, this is the guy. He's the real deal. So I really respect that. It was amazing. As a content creator, though, do you have something outside of content creation? Is it like a 9-to-5 job, or what do you do outside of that?
Yeah, I work full time, IT work, which is great work. I like it. But that's totally different from your hobbies, I guess, just to put food on the table, just make a living. I think everybody always dreams to be a movie star, a rock star, and I guess you just got to keep continuing the journey. If you ever make it to that level, then you're blessed.
So content creation became something of, I would say, a hobby for you. Would that be correct right now?
Yes.
In the current situation.
Yeah. I think what was important was I had to think, what could I do? What kind of videos I can make that I can keep continuing, like a subject, a niche or so. Because I mean, I don't know how to do mechanic work or like reviews and stuff because I don't have that much stuff to review. So I gotta think, what can I do? What I loved was, the unknown and also fitness. So I'm hoping that I can do those things again and do a better job because it's a wild ride. I love it. I do love it.
I like how you said, that you don't know how to do this. I'm just sitting here listening to a person that, you're a professional ID person, you can do fitness, you have a lot for to be on. I can guarantee that if you put your mind into it, within a month, you'll be able to understand mechanics back and forth. You're an achiever. When it comes to, you're an achiever, so that's just my personal opinion. When it comes to the things beyond, our imagination and things that relate to mysticism and all that sort of stuff, first of all, I think it's an absolutely cool market, like audience to hit. It's so niche, it's so unique. And I would like to know, was this something that has always been was this always something that you wanted to look into? Was this always something that you were really interested in? Or is this something, that just came out of nowhere? Where does your love for the beyond come from?
I would probably say it came from like the Twilight Zone. So have you ever seen the Twilight Zone, Peter?
I think I did. Was it the one with like Riker? No, sorry. There was a different one. I think we had a really similar one. I think we had a really similar thing to the Twilight Zone, but not the same exact thing as you had in America. Can you elaborate on it?
Okay. So the Twilight Zone was a black and white show. I think during the '60s, where it was the creator was a guy named Rod Serling. So it'd be, I think if you hear this, you would know. You go do 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 do. You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey to a wonder. So basically, that's what kickstarted, because it was way out there, and that's what started this liking of things that are very strange.
Now that you mention it, I actually think I think I know what you're talking about. You see, I get it confused with, I think it's Ripley's Believe It or Not. Yeah. Okay. So that's where the passion comes from. That's really cool. I wanted to ask you. Now you're basically kind of an ongoing full-time, content creator, because you've started creating content about a year ago. Now it's going to be a year now, and people listening to this show, they kind of listen to this. We hope that they listen to this to get some tips and tricks, to get some direction maybe. So a very important question for me is, and for the people listening who don't know how to start their own TV series, what are the challenges that you faced, like recently or maybe in the last year? Like, it can be anything, it can be the whole concept of 2020 and pandemics. It can be your own personal stuff. Can you just give us some insight into your own struggles?
I think for a content creator, you would have to really say, it's not going to be an easy ride unless you're so gifted, things starts to click for you right away. But you just got to go out and do it. You got to go out and just try it and see if you like it, right? If you feel comfortable, then it might be just for you. And if you have something that you want to express, something that you want to let people learn, or you have something that you want to teach someone, or you have stories and you're just so creative and you're funny, or any of that, then go for it. Don't hesitate and don't be afraid. And the more you do, the better you become.
That's actually, I think that's a really good tip. A lot of the times on the show, when we talk to people, they say just do it. Like, the biggest thing you can do for yourself and for your own content is just don't be afraid to create something. Don't hesitate. What's the worst thing? You'll just delete it. So I'm really happy that you're on the same sort of thought level. With Beyond Mythos, you're going through a lot of myths. You did some fitness on your channel. Do you think that you'll be expanding your brand in any way in the sort of upcoming future?
I'm really hoping to do fitness, and also because I'm a martial artist also. So I've been training for quite some time. Can I get a shout out to my grandmaster, Keith Strider? He's the most powerful dude ever. He's a accomplished martial artist. He has trained me so well. He's totally awesome. Totally awesome.
Can you tell us which martial art are you practicing?
With Grandmaster Keith Strider, he taught me we're Kaju Kembo, which is a mixed martial arts. And also he teaches Shorinji Ryu Jiu-Jitsu. So that is also like locks and so.
Oh no, I love jiu-jitsu. It's the best. It's the martial art that broke MMA, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, wow. So let me get this straight. So far, you're an IT specialist. You can do fitness. You can kick my ass, and you have a passion for the beyond. Okay, but honestly, except for a few mechanical stuff, what can't you do?
No, I can't do much. Those are the little things that I can do. But because when you're passionate, you learn so much easier.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
Is that, your driving factor?
Yeah. Because there's a lot of things that I don't know. Yeah. It's tough. It's. I wish I could learn, but it's just what it is, right?
I think that, the day you realize that you don't know things is the day you realize how truly clever you actually are. I mean, spend 5 minutes in the comment sections on Facebook and you'll know what I mean. I never realized how many of my friends and family members have become experts on vaccinations and viruses in 2020. But yeah, that being said, as a person, I consider you a person of many talents. You actually remind me very much of Crypto Adam. The Aussie Ninja. I don't know if you've seen his channel. He's also a extremely multi-talented individual. So I always want to ask you, how do you feel about yourself? Like, do you consider yourself a success? We try to ask this everyone. We try to ask everyone who comes on the show about this, and it's relating to the imposter syndrome, and it's more about like, when do you, as an individual, consider yourself a success? Like, when have you already hit that point, or is there a point in the future when you think you're gonna sit down, and you think, I'm Peter Ma and I'm a success?
I feel I'm successful just for the fact that I don't quit. Because anybody that keeps continuing this journey, it's not an easy journey. Being a content creator, I can say it's not an easy journey because there's so much you have to do. Am I going to be a millionaire? Probably not, but I'm okay because I feel successful, because actually being interviewed by you, that's the greatest success at this very moment. Because I have a lot of respect for Cinnamon. I have a lot of respect for you, Peter. Thank you for all this time, everything that you've done for me.
Honestly, you have nothing to thank me for. You've done this yourself. I'm just like a traffic signal, I'm just like giving you direction, or maybe I'm telling you where to pause and stop, but you're the car that's driving through and making and taking the journey. So it's all you. But I do have to say that I have a lot of respect for people that can say honestly and truthfully to themselves that, I'm a success, and give themselves that kind of break. Especially in the vicinity of people that I have, including myself, it's kind of hard to get over that. Like, what if this was luck? What if this just not me, it's everyone else kind of internal vibe that people get. As a content creator though, I personally am not a content creator. I've tried to make a few videos, but I always find it to be a very educational and inspirational experience. And I would like to know if you yourself have found that making videos has taught you something about yourself, or making videos have you've learned or discovered something through making videos.
I was an introvert. Growing up, introvert, shy kid. I think what continuing to make videos made me feel way more comfortable, because for me, I guess the one thing that I've learned is love your camera. Love your camera, because the eyes are on you. So you have to, everything that you do, love your camera, look at the lens, and just do the best you can, because you get better and better. And those are the things that I've learned, that I will get better and better. I have so much to improve. I want to keep continuing to improve, because that's how I feel, and I hope that I get better and better. Not just from the video, audio, but story-wise, and just being more and more comfortable on the camera. I can see from the very beginning, from my first video until the most recent one, that, okay, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable. So now it just doesn't bug me much.
That's interesting. I find it very interesting that people who consider themselves introverts, that they are using content creation to help them get out of their shells. And I'm really glad that you said this, because it's really working for you. Because you're not the first person that I've actually heard this say. I know a few people who actually use content creation to help themselves, and I actually follow people who have millions of followers who've managed to become very successful and content creation allowed them from become this big YouTube celebrity. And even though they started as like a very shy and introverted person, so yeah, if you're listening to this, yeah, and you're sort of young or old, whatever age, introvert, and you really just want to get out of your shell, just make a video, because it's clearly helping, and it's definitely a good way to fight your shyness.
Yeah, exactly. That's one way to get out of your shell, right? That's the one of the best ways to do it, and I'm living proof of it.
Yeah, and don't worry about trolls. Yeah, if you see a troll, think about this. Yeah, the guy's trolling you. Yeah, it's no one. You're out there hustling, making videos, so don't be scared.
Exactly.
Don't be scared, kids. Don't be scared. Fear
Yeah.
is your biggest enemy.
Watch my video because, hey, I'm willing to do it because you're not. Sorry, troll.
Exactly. Give them ammo. That's that's the only thing they can have. As a content creator, though, you have your needs, right? And you have your desires, and you have your hopes, you have your aspirations, and etc. And we over here at Cinema try to improve the lives of content creators. It's basically our number one mission, is to make the life of content creators better. So therefore, I would like to ask, keeping in mind that I have a direct contact, with the development team. Is there anything like you would like to see from Cinnamon in the future, or is there anything that we could do to make your content creation life more pleasurable and better?
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Cinnamon for creating the app that takes from that, willing to innovate, willing to place one thing and then another thing and just combining it, because the shorts, brilliant. It's like TikTok, and then you have YouTube coming together, and you got Cinnamon that can do it all, and definitely can do it better in the future. I mean, I have a lot hope, and I know that Cinnamon is just going to just keep on going. It's gonna skyrocket up, right?
Well, that's sort of a hope we have for Cinnamon as well. Because this is a Cinnamon show, we like to use the show as as a sort of an awareness spreading. So if there's someone out there who's listening right now to you, Peter, and they're thinking, "Oh no, this Cinnamon doesn't sound so bad. I would love to start making content and stuff," but they don't know anything about Cinnamon. They don't know where to start. How would you, as someone who's used Cinnamon, how would you pitch Cinnamon to them?
Okay, I'll ask them, what is it? Which platform do you go on the most? I'm going to assume that they would go on YouTube or so, and maybe TikTok. Well, look at it like this. You want to start something. YouTube, you're not going to make it big unless you get lucky, right? I mean, how often do anybody get lucky? It's a long journey. TikTok is also brand new, but you got something like Cinnamon that is willing to reward you much more fair than any other platform. So what you want to do, it's there for you. Come to Cinnamon, create, and then you'll get rewarded. Do the best that you can. Be creative. Just go out there and do it, because you got ways to show what you're capable of, right? Make a short, make a video. Just show what you got, 5-10 seconds. That is important, just to show what you are capable of, and just keep creating. Just keep creating.
Yeah, thank you. Well, you crazy kids out there, come to Cinnamon. It's way better than YouTube. I mean, we don't have as much traffic going on, but you still get paid more, which is really the crazy part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the moment you get that first cent, it really changes it. But I've actually been paid on Cinnamon. I've been paying about 13 cents, which is a lot when you think about the fact that I just put out like a tiny little video with a few views. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, this is a Christmas special. Well, it's a holiday special, because we do not wish to alienate anyone who doesn't necessarily celebrate Christmas. And you, as a person, you like myths, and you like the mythos and origins of things. Do you personally have a favorite winter?
Oh yeah, Christmas.
Oh, okay, so it's Christmas. You're Christmas
Oh
man
yeah.
yourself then. Okay, well,
You're wearing a Harry Potter sweater and Harry Potter. Wow. I'm a big Harry Potter fan.
really, which house are you?
I got sorted into Hufflepuff.
Because that's actually I think my partner I think my partner Anna, she got sorted into Hufflepuff as well. I somehow ended up in the Slytherin, which is weird because I thought I'm a foreigner living in Britain. I just thought that I'm not pure blooded enough to end up in Slytherin. Well, I myself am actually also a very big Harry Potter fan, so a major Harry Potter fan. So I do recommend. I actually can recommend to visit Scotland, and if you have actually visited Edinburgh.
No. I'm hoping one day I'll get to go to the UK.
Yeah, well, if you're ever around in the UK, just give me a call and I'll hook you up with the coolest attractions. Me and have actually been to we've been to Edinburgh this year, and it was absolutely amazing. We got to go visit a graveyard where there's a grave of Tom Riddle, whom the Tom Riddle character's name is actually based on, and it's amazing. You can go on this entire J.K. Rowling tour of Edinburgh where you get to go to the cafes where she wrote the books and everything. So if as a real Harry Potter fan, if you like Christmas and Edinburgh over Christmas, you should do that as a sort of special treat for yourself, like a Christmas trip where you just go to Edinburgh for Christmas and take it all in.
Oh, that sounds great. The only thing that we get, I mean, we're here in Hollywood. We get to go to Universal and the small little Harry Potter area in Universal Studios. It's just not enough. It's definitely not enough. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Harry Potter is like, for Britain, it's like right after the Queen and just before David Beckham. It's one of the highest ranking attractions. My angry girlfriend sent me a caps lock message saying that she's not a Hufflepuff, but she's a Ravenclaw. So, my bad. I said nothing. Shout out to Anna and all the Ravenclaws out there. That being said, Peter, would you like to give any shout outs besides the one that you already gave?
Sure. Aussie Ninja is pretty cool dude. XRP Plumber, cool guy. Can I shout out to my mom? Love you. Love my mom, my wife, my family, my sister's birthday today. And happy birthday, Terry. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, hello, family members, especially wife, mom, and Terry. Peter, tell us, are you going to be releasing a special Christmas episode of Beyond Mythos?
Yes, it'll be Christmas themed, so you just gotta tune in to find out. Check it out on Cinnamon.
Peter, if people want to know more about you, if they want to follow you, if they want to listen to your thoughts, maybe see pictures of you, where can they follow you?
Check me out on Cinnamon. Also on Twitter, and I do have a YouTube channel, but forget about that one. Just go to Cinnamon.
I like that. That's the spirit. That's the Cinnamon spirit right there. With that said, boys and girls, and, well, adults, it's time to be with your loved ones and with your family. So thank you for listening to Creator Stories. My guest today was the wonderful Peter Ma, one of the most talented content creators we have on Cinnamon at the moment. And you should go check his stuff because not only it's well done, not only it's engaging, and it's also very interesting. And if you leave a comment under his videos or on his Twitter, he's bound to reply to you. So I wish you all a pleasant, really pleasant holiday time. You all deserve it. And I wish you a great start to the traditional calendar new year. Thank you for listening to Creator Stories. We'll see you in the next year. Our next guest is going to be a bit more dance orientated. Have a great time, guys. Follow us on all of our socials, and auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye. I'll see you next year.